welcome to another video. So today, part 2 in the how-to series. Today, we're doing deadlifts. So there is a video, I swear I filmed a video on my channel of how to deadlift, but as we're doing a how-to series, I'm going to do another video on this. Tips and tricks to how I do it, tips and tricks to how I get a successful deadlift. Not the strongest out there, but I've by far not got the worst form in the world. And there are little tips and tricks that I've been told over the years of how to make sure you get successful. I'll probably put sumo and conventional in the same video. We'll go in there. I will overdub this so I can get the details across, but I'm going to go through everything from choosing the right bar to making sure that the first weight on the bar is the right weight. You don't want a 5, you don't want a 10, you don't want a 15. Unless the bumper plates, you want 20 kilo, so you get the circumference, so when you're then setting up for your deadlift you can get into the right position. And then all little tips like pulling the slack out the bar and making sure you're in a neutral spine position and making sure that you're not pulling it all with your back, you're using your legs. So let's go. Like, comment, share, subscribe, Instagram, Facebook, merch. By the time this comes out, there is new merch on the store. I think so. This is by the time this is filming, this is coming out in a month and a half. Month and a half. So there will be new merch. I'm literally going to order it tomorrow. Had the final proofs through. T-shirts, beanies, and then maybe some other bits by then. Once again, all the lower price, more affordable. When I say lower price, I've not made the quality worse. Still the same quality, but I've changed a few things so I can pass the cost on to you. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's go and deadlift.
First thing when you're deadlifting, pardon me, I want to show you on the side angle here of how your back should look. So this is conventional. Obviously make sure the bar's straight, but you see that little pull. So you can see that little pull back to get set, as opposed to pulling it from that position where your back is up and over, sinking back, puts your back in a more safer position. So now we'll change and we'll go to sumo. You see wider stance, hands slightly closer, but you will see I put the head up and you can see my back's in very much the similar position to what it would be for a conventional, trying to keep it as neutral as possible. So what I'm trying to show you here is the position of how your feet are. That's the first step. So you can see my feet are about, for conventional, shoulder width apart. And there I'm pulling the slack out of the bar. It's very difficult with 60 kilo on, but pulling the slack out of the bar. So as you will see there, pull the slack out of the bar and then pull it. So many people just yank the bar off the floor, and you don't want that. So now we'll go conventional. Hands down into position. You see I've taken the slack and then pull. So we'll repeat that. Repeat that from this angle. So sumo position. Where's that that's conventional. So there you see the slack's pulled. Bit of a rounding of the back there, but as it's 60 kilo, it's very difficult to get set. And then we'll go and we will do the sumo position, and you should see my back activate from me pulling it. So you go down there, you see there. So to recap, you will see it. I'm going to go straight at the bar. For conventional, I make sure my feet are exactly where they should be. That's that checked off. I then go down to the bar, make sure I get pulled, there you see, pull, sink back, deadlift. And this is all depending on your leverages and depending on how flexible you are. We'll repeat that. Feet in the same position. If you do a checklist every time, pull, you see the pull, sink down. It's a lot easier to do this when the weight can be an anchor, when there's 200, 250 kilo on. Now we'll go for the conventional. Very similar Things to do. Position, I do a little mini squat. There we go, you see the pull of the bar, sumo. Pull.
How to deadlift. I've not explained it well enough in the edit, in post. Let's go over it again. So, there are a few things that I look out for, try and do when I'm pulling sumo or pulling conventional. So, first of all, the bar. Make sure you have a nice bar. You don't want one without grip if you're going to go for it with no straps. You don't want one bent. You don't want one that's just in a bad state. You want to put on a weight, 20 kilo of a weight of similar circumference. If you're going to go 10 kilo, you're going to go 5 kilo, you're going to go 15 kilo. Try and get a bumper plate. You want the circle of the weight with the height that a 20 kilo is. Once you've got that, you then want to set your feet. So conventional, about shoulder width apart. That's what you want. And your little toes facing out. You don't want your feet like that. You want your feet like that. Conventional. It's very up to you. I find that if I go really wide up to the weight, I'm not very explosive. So put your feet on conventional where you feel. The little knurling on the edge of the bar is where I put my middle toes. So like, there's the knurling. And once you've got that, it's then time to think about lifting the weight. I find if you set these checklists up, you will then do them every time. So once you've done that, you then want to think about hand placement. I go slightly narrower for sumo than I do for conventional. Hand placement is out. If you're going to go for conventional, outside of the knees. If I'm going for sumo, I go inside the knees. And very important here, pull the slack out the bar. And one point I was told, and I didn't say in the overdub, well, I don't think I did, but I'm filming this before, is you pull the weight in on conventional, not just up. Bar, you want to pull it in and up. You want it to slide. I was told that a good way to find out if you've got a really solid deadlift is if you are having contact with your body all the way up. And to point this into perspective, I wear my SBDs over my shins. Look at the state of them. That's from making sure that the weight is in contact with you when you pull conventional. And when you're getting about halfway, try and hip drive through. That'll help you lock out. So quickly, good bar, right size weight, foot position, hand position, lock your lats, pull the slack out of the bar. You pull the slack out of the bar will lock your lats. If you do a deadlift without your lats locked and you do a deadlift with your lats locked, you'll notice a massive difference. And deadlift it. I have always said these two things in powerlifting and bodybuilding, and it's about moving the weight the most efficient. If you're moving the bar is doing unnecessary things, you're not moving it efficiently. You're not going to be as strong as you want to be, and you're not going to be able to move as much as you want to if you're not moving it efficiently. That's the important thing. I'm not saying straight up, because some aren't straight up, some are curves, but you need to move it efficiently. That's the most important thing. Efficiently will mean you will move more. Sort your form out. It's the biggest thing. People trying to chase the weight before they can sort the form out. How to series 2. Episode 2, not series 2. How to deadlift. There is how to squat and how to bench coming up. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Check out the merch. Really affordable price at the moment. Check out my Patreon, check out my Facebook, check out my Instagram. Yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.